Hi children, this is Deepika Bhaskar from GK Jain Schools. Today I am going to take class for 5th standard, subject science, and the lesson name is plants. Before going to the session, please subscribe our YouTube channel GK Jain School so that you never miss any new updates from our school. Okay children, today we are going to discuss about pollination. What does mean by pollination? Pollination is nothing but the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower. So that is known as pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther. We all know that stamen, that is the male or reproductive organ of the flower. Here male reproductive organ consists of two parts. They are stamen and filament. So the job of the anther is holding the pollen grains in it. So from the anther, the pollen grains are transferred to the female part of the flower, that is known as stigma. They are transferred to the female part of the stigma. That is process is known as pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower, that is known as pollination. Here, the pollination is the first important event in the formation of fruit and seed. Pollination is followed by the fertilization. So, pollination takes place in two ways. One is self-pollination and the another one is cross-pollination. So, these two pollinations takes place in the flowers. So, first we are going to see about the self-pollination. What does mean by self-pollination? Again the same thing, the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower. That is known as self-pollination. That means the pollination takes place in the same flower. So that process is known as self-pollination. Next, we are going to see about the cross-pollination. Cross-pollination is nothing but the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the another flower of different plant of the same species. That means the pollination will take place in some other different plants, not in the same flower. In some different plant, the pollination will take place. That is known as cross-pollination. You all know that self-pollination and the cross-pollination. Self-pollination is nothing but the process, that means the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. The pollination takes place in the same flower. In the single flower, the pollination will take place. But in the cross-pollination, the pollination takes place between the two flowers of the different plants. But the species are the same. Species means if we can take it as the sunflower, the pollination will be taken place. They are different plants, but the species are same. The pollination will take place in the sunflower means here also the flower will be the sunflower. So that is known as cross-pollination. The difference between the self-pollination and the cross-pollination. In self-pollination, the seeds produce weak plants, and in new varieties of plants cannot be produced in the self-pollination. But in cross-pollination, the seeds produce good plants. They are strong also. New varieties of plants can be produced in the cross-pollination. So these are the difference between the self-pollination and the cross-pollination. The pollination will not take place by themselves. They need some agents to transfer the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flowers. So we are going to see some different agents which are involving in the pollination by the agents. Some are wind, water, insects and bird. These are all some agents which is involved in the pollination process. The first one we are going to see about pollination by wind. In scientific word it termed as anemophily. Anemo is mean by wind. It is termed as wind. So the pollination will take place by the wind. The pollination will take place by the wind. The pollen grains of the flowers are mostly small in size. They don't have attractive color, smell or nectar. The pollen grains of these plants are small in size. They are very light and they are dry, so they can easily carried away by the wind because they are having a less weight, so that it is easily blown by the wind. So example for the pollination by wind are grass, maize and pine. I will show you the pictures of these. So shall we take it as a grass flower? The flower of the grass, that means the pollen grains of the grass are very small and they can easily carried away by the wind. So it is easily transfer the pollen grains of the anther to the stigma of the flower. So the pollination will take place in the grass by the method of pollination by wind. The next one, pollination by water. Most of the water plants are pollinated by the water. Here water is a agent. In scientific term it is named as hydrophyll. Hydro means water. Hydro means water. So the pollen grains of the male reproductive organ, it can be transferred to the stigma of the flower, that is by the water. In the watery plants, most of the pollen grains of the anther are covered by the mucilaginous covering. That means it can protect their pollen grains from getting wet. So that is known as pollination by water. Example for this, Vallisneria, Hydrilla and Zoosteria. These are the plants which involved in the pollination through the water. It is the agent. It transfers the pollen grains from the anther to the other plant of the stigma. So that is why it is known as pollination by water. That means the pollination takes place by the water. The next one, pollination by insects. It attracts, most of these flowers attract the insects towards it. They are having a large flowers and they are having the nectar also. They are having different colors of the petal, so that the insects are easily attracted by the flower and they have to suck the nectar. So they collect the nectar from the flower. So that time the insects visit the flower, the pollen grains of the flower are stick into the leg of the flies or insect. It reaches the another flower. In the flower the stigma is there, so the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of the another flower. So here they are attracted by the insects. They are attracted the insects towards it. Example for pollination by the insects are lady's finger, sunflower and brinjal. Here pollination by insects, in scientific term it is known as entomophyll. Entomophyll. Entomo means insects. The study of insects, that is known as entomology. The term which known as entomology, the study of insects. Here the pollination by insects are termed as entomophyll. So easily they can carried by the insects. So the pollen grains are reached the pollen grains are reached the stigma of the flower. So easily they can fused. They can form the fruits and seeds in the plant. So example for these are lady's finger, sunflower and brinjal. In these pollination taking place through the insects. Okay children, the another one is there, the pollination by birds. That means the pollen grains are transferred or carried away by the birds. That is known as ornithophyli. Okay children, so we have seen about the pollination and what are the types of the pollination, what are the difference in the pollination and the agent which is involved in the pollination.